Да, Denis. Я знал, что я с ним не поговорю.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Bale! Schneider. Azar. Looking to play him in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He shot a goal! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Ajax are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bale pinches it off him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Araujo. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior. Azar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Totti. Xavi. And it's Seedorf. Here's Totti. Now it's Vinicius Junior. This might spell danger. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Shoots! And he should have made them pay.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Hazard with the clearance. Lovely feet. Knocks it out wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he shoots! Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Troyes are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That's been cut out, well played. Araujo. Seedorf. Azar. He's a sharp little ball here. Seedorf. And it's Bale. Eto. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Xavi. Totti. Seedorf. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior. Aims beyond the defence. Xavi. Zanetti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Some resolute defending there. Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Xavi. Now that looks a decent ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He has found the way through. Seedorf. And it's Xavi. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into space. Bale. Xavi. And here's Totti. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Vinicius Junior. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Xavi. And here's Eto'o. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Tries to play it through. And this is Eto'o. And this is Schneider. Can he get on the... And the shot! Goal! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. The movement so precise. The finish and it's half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider. And he's forced to go back. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Totti. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rummenigge. Great ball if he can get there. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Vinicius Junior. And it's Totti. Ah, looks a smashing ball. He's got away. Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Totti. And he's been shifted off it.
Ajax really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot could be on. It's Eto'o! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Changement en cours.
Roberto Carlos ready to try one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Bale! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now he's got space here. Araujo cuts out the pass. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Totti. And this is Eto'o. He's found a way through. McAllister gets a foot in here. Now it's Bale. That's where it came from. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Bale taking charge of the dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Oh, he's bustling through here. Del Piero was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now there's a fine chance for a shot! And there's a goal! Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Real chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Changement pour 3. Le numéro 19.
Well, the two coaches
Totti.
are signalling changes here,
20.
both at the same
Le
time.
numéro 9. Eto'o. À leur place, le numéro 22.
Araujo gets across
Le
to
numéro
intercept
17.
that.
Le numéro 18. Attention, changement.
Ajax could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Guardiola. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Troyes nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, that is one way to stop him. That has not gone well. Now it's Bale. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Il y aura
Xavi.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Maradona. Played out to the left flank. Maradona. Stojkovic. And he cuts out the supply. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Hmm? Yes, stop sharing.